Go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Access Long Hair TV. Morning, Randy.
Morning, everyone.
Hey, we're here in New Zealand, and as you know, I said to you over the last couple of weeks, we're just doing a pre-record. We're going to come to you live next week, okay? Live next week, but a pre-record this week. I hope you guys are all right, and Happy New Year to all of them, Randy. You know what, it's been quite an amazing, we've been on an island here in New Zealand, having a fantastic time on a place called Waiheke Island. And now we're all the way up here in Mangawhai, so we're heading up towards the north part of New Zealand, and we're staying with friends, which is wonderful. This, believe it or not, is their garden, which is incredible.
They call that hill behind you, they call it the Dr. Seuss hill because it's just ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It doesn't look real.
It doesn't look real at all, does it? But guys, I wish you all the very best wherever you are in the world. And again, as I say, I hope you had a fantastic New Year, New Year's Eve, but also to what 2025 is going to bring everybody, Randy. You know, some people might have made, what do they call it, New Year's resolution. You might be trying to achieve new things for 2025. And others of you are just going, oh my God, let's just get 2025 started. And I myself always look at things positive. I know Randy does. And so we're excited about what 2025 has to offer. We're going to be touring in Germany a little bit later on. We've got a beautiful 5-city tour, including Vienna. I've got a huge show at Top here, and I'm working with a top designer from the Netherlands, Monique, and which is going to be incredible, and I'll send you more about that a little bit later on, closer to the time. And also we've got some work, I think, in Estonia.
In Tallinn, yes.
In Tallinn.
Beautiful city of Tallinn.
Which is great. So all that's coming up in March, April, plus, of course, our show every single week, which I love filming and doing. So, guys, the hairstyle today is, let's have a little look. The hairstyle for you tonight is this beautiful look. Now, it looks incredibly intricate, and I know last week we did a hairstyle that was super, super easy, but hairdressers are always asking us, aren't they, Randy? Can you show us something new? Can you show us something different? Can you show me something a little bit more complicated? And so this hairstyle is not complicated, not at all, but it's a process of step by step to create this beautiful look.
And it looks complicated.
It looks complicated. Okay, let's get on now, and I'll show you how to create this beautiful look. We're going to create a really beautiful sort of textured bouffant, and this is so easy. We're going to use knitting needles. Now, before I start, I put all the hair into a very high ponytail, and at the front I've just decorated the front however I want by pulling the hair back. But really it's about the knitting needles, and this is what I want you to concentrate on. You can change the front as much as you want. So I'm going to put the knitting needles through, and I need the underneath part to be poking out. Yeah, so I'm just going to put it through like this, and it's really important that the underneath parts are poking out because we're going to use the underneath parts as well as the top area. Okay, let's get going. So I'm going to section a piece of hair from the ponytail, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot over the hair, over the top of the knitting needle. I tie the hair into a knot. Now watch this. Here's my knot. Okay, I'm going to tie it into a knot, and I'm going to put the tail, one tail, over to the side. There we go, over on the side there like this. That's it. Now I go over to the opposite side, and again I take another section. Oh, there we go. We'll just reposition that, make sure we've got that nice and neat. I'm going to reposition another piece, and I take another section, and I take this sort of to the knitting needle once more like this. There it is. And I tie a knot. There we go. And there's the knot. And now I put that piece of hair over to the side. And I bring the hair back over like this. And again, I take another section. There we go. I take another piece here like this. And I take the piece that I'm taking, I'm going to take it under the knitting needle. Look at this, because I'm going to use the bottom part. Under. Now tie it into a knot. And leave one of the tails out to the side. Now what you're going to do is you're going to repeat this over and over again. You're going to tie it into a knot, so you come over from there, over to the opposite side. Again, take a little piece of hair, Place that little piece of hair under the knitting needle and use the tails together, and you're going to tie it into a knot. So there it is. There's the tail from the other side. Tie this into a knot and leave the tail out to the side. Now really it's a pattern. You repeat the same pattern each time. So the piece that goes over, there it is. We take another piece there and we take that piece under. So we're going to take it under the knitting needle. There it is. Tie it into a knot. And the shortest piece, which is the piece that came over, is the piece that I put out onto the side. Just put it on the section clip. Make sure the section clips hold it nice and tight because that holds all of the tension. There we go. We'll come back again to the opposite side. So now you have the pattern. The first piece goes under the knitting needle, tie it into a knot again. See that shortest piece that came over? That's the piece that stays over on the side. There we go, and we'll keep on going. Now that's the pattern, so let's just make it a little bit quicker so you see the hairstyle progress. There we go, just keep on going. I love this hairstyle. It's just so repetitive. You just go one after the other, after the other, after the other. We're basically just going to keep on going until we run out of hair. You can see each of the sections I'm taking are quite nice and big. They're not small. There we go. And we've run out of hair. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of the tails on one side and I'm going to twist them all together and bring them up to the top. So as I'm twisting, I'll go past each tail and I'll twist it up. Look at this. Just keep on adding your tails together. Twist that in to the next one, twist it in to the next one, twist it in. And once we've got it all twisted, let's just pin that up on the top. Just take a hair grip and place that in. There we go. Open the hair grip and go straight down the twist. Okay, that's that side done, and let's do the same on the opposite side. Let's take all of the tails on this side, and we'll let them all down, and then again we're going to twist those all up. Again, this is just a really fun idea. You can change this as much as you want. Now look at that. There it is. Now let's remove the knitting needles. Look at that. It's so beautiful and so incredibly simple. Now what you start to do is you start to move it around and make it look, the way you want it to look. I'll bring the back in, I'll pin the back up just to make sure that it looks really nice down there. And yeah, just give it a bit of a spray. Now we're going to come to the top area. The top area now, I'm going to tie that into a knot and bring it back on top. And we'll pin that in to hold. Make sure you position your hair clips so you don't see them at all. Just take the tail down and we'll do the same on the opposite side. I'm going to put two little hair accessories on either side like I've got there, two little silver ones. And that's our hairstyle. Look at this. It is such a fun look to replicate. So have fun with your knitting needles and see what you can design using this idea. Well, there you go. There's our beautiful hairstyle for this evening. Remember again, these hairstyles will be available to our members. They're going to go up onto our members club, over 400 beautiful step-by-step styles on Access Long Hair. So Randy, make sure they join us next week.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So join us next week at 8 o'clock UK time, same time, on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, TikTok, where we'll be coming live to you next week. Guys, from here in Mangawhai in New Zealand, sending you a lot of love. All the best. Bye.